like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 25, 21. Check. Check 15.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A good pickup there at 22.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Switch gears. 21. Check 24. Check 24. Switch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First down throw for Brissett. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Slam, slam, slam.
To throw, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shit, shit, shit.
It's Jordan Wilkins here, 2nd-year man from Ole Miss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Alert 3. Check 9, check 9. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Don't go.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Brissett. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, it's Freeman. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by Jones. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. And he cuts right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 82 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check, Rocky, 51. Check. 25, check 25. Switch.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Check. 80 weapons. Hey, echo.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Man up, D. Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, man. Watch the boots.
Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Blue 80. You must get tired of seeing me. Check 26. Check. Go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. it's hauled in by Hardy. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Ready, 53, check 53. Hey, express. You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Brissett, they'll run the screen with Mack. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's bring it. Watch out.
49, check 49.
Throwing, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Set. Now the wolf. 45 for Mike. We own them. Shift. 36. He's crashing. He's checking. Rest. Showing it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
finds the mark.
Third and short yardage with Sam. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB. A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions. Yeah, just holding on to the ball. Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans. He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right. Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there. Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Even a first down and more. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it. That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Out
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Squeeze. Check 50.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 43-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And we go 37's the Mike.
Here's Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the punt. Check. Alert, flare. Check 3.
Brissett sets to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Kill. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run here with Mack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Brissett. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Buying time to his left. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. Caught by Nelson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Ryan to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, 1 through the post, and this thing could be over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. 3 buds, 3 buds.
From the gun, here's Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, check 24, check 24. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
20.
Slam.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never...
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 9, check 9.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, Your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett looks to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brissett. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Well, we were on hand for a fun and